In this lesson, we're going to take a look at the bridge section to meditation. This is part 2 of this lesson. Part 1 is covered in a separate YouTube lesson called Meditation Jazz Chord Melody Part 1. But here we're going to look at just the bridge in part 2. And let's play the melody alone just like we did for the A section. That melody sounds like this. It's all going to be on this string, the A string. Yes, I love you so, and that for me it's all I need to know. Now I'll feather in the chords lightly underneath the melody, without rhythm. Let's take a look closely at how the melody fits under those chords. The first chord is this F major 7 with just these two fingers held down on fret 5, and then these two strings are open. So the chord's like this, but our melody note is here on fret 3. Now in the book, we go to an F minor 7 chord here. And you could play it this way and stretch your little finger all the way up and go. And that's great. That's following the chords in the book. But you'll see that what I did on the video when I played it was I played it slightly differently. I played the first F major 7 chord, brought my finger back for the melody, then slid it up and used this F minor. It's a straight F minor chord spelling 5-5-4-3, and then I bring down my middle finger here, make an E minor chord, but the melody's up here, so I'm letting go of that note on the E minor chord. We don't need that, and it goes up here, and now I strum every time, and now I flatten my hand out to catch this melody note. It's just going, but when I get here I want to flatten my hand out because it's getting ready for the next chord, which is this diminished chord. So I flatten it out, but all I'm doing is playing this one note here. And now these fingers go on to the diminished chord, and I'm striking the chord every time, all the way it comes down with those same 4 notes again. Then going to the D minor chord, but I'm just playing the first 3 strings and not playing this one. And now following to its companion chord, the dominant chord, just like in the book. But then I lower this string. I'm just playing these 3. I'm not playing this one. And I lower this one here. This one's going to go back, and I do that like this. To make a diminished chord, a flat 9 chord, flat 9 chord here. It's shaped just like diminished. And that leads us back to our original melody. So, and the melody is, I will wait for you. It takes us back nicely to the A section. After the bridge, we wind right back to the last A section, and everything is identical to the first A sections except for the last 4 bars. So we're going to look at that. Let me just walk you quickly up to that point so you see. Yes, I'll wait for you till the sun falls out in the sky. What else can I do? Yes, I'll wait for you. Okay, here it is, the last 4 bars. Meta. It's an E minor 7, just like it was before. Meditating how sweet life will. So we're not playing the A string there. Meditating how sweet life will be. It's that A with the sharp 5. It's in the book, so these 2 are in the book. You see them. In the book it lists the last chords as a be when you come back to me. But we can't do that to get a melody. We can't play our last 2 chords here, the major pattern. So what we do is just play the melody alone. Don't try to put any chords under it, it's too low. So meditating how sweet life will be when you come back to me. Let me play that alone. Open and then vamp out on this C, or just play this C 6/9. If we want to get chords under it, if we want to support the melody, then we should take it up. Where we can do that, we can play the same melody up an octave. And in this case, it's really not too difficult. It lays out pretty well. And it makes a nice ending, actually. After you've played the melody like this one time, then you might play it again up here, one octave. So let me show you what that is. We have our first chord, it's an E minor 7, instead of this E minor 7. Meditating how... Now the melody is... And what we do is go to its companion chord, just like in the workbook. Here's the second part of the pattern. What we're going to turn it into a flat 9, so it looks like this now, and add this melody note to it, which is a sharp 5. So it's, you don't need to know those names. I'm just sort of saying them as I go here. So it spells 6, 7, 6, 8. So it's first meditating how sweet. And now it goes down and does almost the same thing here. You got a D minor 7. Now we're going to go to the same deal. We've got our companion chord to the major pattern. Turn it into a flat 9. And then we're going to go up one more fret to get this beautiful flat 9 13 chord. These are all in the Advanced Jazz Chord video. If you get that, they're all explained in there. There's just a few typical positions you use, and these are 2 of them. And then ends on this 6/9 chord to end the song. So one more time. Some beautiful jazz chords. So there's our arrangement.